Hi, and welcome to episode 6 of the video series exploring the book The Mask of Masculinity by Lewis Howes. Let's jump straight back into the middle of chapter 1. Lewis writes, in Phil Knight's memoir, Shoe Dog, he describes one of the most challenging periods in his business life. He was fighting with his former partners. The United States government had just hit his company Nike with a surprise multi-billion-dollar tax bill that, if forced to pay in full, would drive him and the company out of business. Worse, the entire issue was one that his competitors had created. They had lobbied behind the scenes, attacking Nike through means other than where it counted at market with customers. Knight would come home and try to talk to his wife about all of the stress and pain and fear that he felt. I tried to talk to Penny about it, he writes, but she said I didn't actually talk. I grunted and stared off. Here comes the wall, she'd say, exasperated and a little frightened. I should have told her that's what men do when they fight. They put up walls. They pull up the drawbridge. They fill the moat. I think it's safe to say that nearly every spouse and girlfriend and mother and sister and friend has thought that same thing about a man they cared for at some point in their lives. Knight's wife had been with him since the beginning. She started as one of the first employees of Nike. She was so dedicated to the company her husband was building that she refused to cash her paychecks in order to help. Yet he was putting up the wall to block even her out. He was fighting against the person who cared about him most. Imagine what his kids must have felt. Imagine his parents and his employees too. All of them stuck on the wrong side of the wall because, as the CEO of a young company with numerous enemies arrayed around against him, he couldn't afford to show weakness to anybody. Sometimes it's not just the woman in your life or your family whom you lock out when you hide behind this mask of strength and unflappability. Sometimes it's the entire world you lock out, and what you are keeping from them is your true, authentic self, the real you. I think this is great that it's coming to light that men think they're sharing and think that they are leaning on the people closest to them when actually they're not. There are times when, with my husband, I feel the same way, that he is just grunting and staring off. Now, of course, I know him well enough after the number of years we've been married to know that sometimes he just needs space and I need to approach it from a different angle, and I pick my time. And, sometimes it takes a little while for him to warm up. So my question to you then, talking about what it means to lock the world out, do you know that you do this? And in what ways can people approach you or help you if they think that you need help or that you're dealing with something? And how would you prefer that somebody connects with you so that you are able to open up? I'm looking forward to your comments.